Good Saturday afternoon, Pipers, brothers and sisters of the Leaf. How's everybody doing on this Saturday? I tell you, I came in and last night, and after the event at Governor's, I went straight to bed, and I didn't get in till nearly 11 o'clock, and which that's late for an old fellow like me, anymore. But I was just tired, and I watched a couple of videos and went straight to bed, and I'm ashamed to say how late I slept today. It was, I guess, after a while you just need it, your body just, and I slept. I had a good night's sleep, but I am smoking some Deadwood Gold that came in a goodie bag that Smoking Grandpa Bones and I each kind of swapped. We each brought along a goodie bag to give, and I wasn't planned, but we both did it, unbeknownst to the other. But this and some peach flavored and some cigars. And let me tell you, I like this blend, and I am smoking it in my little Aldo Valani. This is a birthday pipe from my mom and dad. I picked it out. It was one of those where they told me to pick a pipe, and I picked it out. I like everything from the fell in love with the stem, and of course I guess you'd call that a blasted. I've smoked it on here before. Many of y'all have seen it. Beautiful pipe, a little pop, and speaking of Smoking Grandpa Bones, y'all keep him in your prayers and your thoughts as he and his wife travel, make their way back home over the weekend. They're, been in Dallas for the last couple of weeks, and they're making their way home. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers that they'll make it safely and get back home in the next day or two. So great guy indeed. But I tell you about this Deadwood Gold. This stuff has one of the best 10 notes, bag notes, of any that I have ever had the honor and pleasure of being around. And I could sit and smell this all day. Very, very good hints of vanilla, maybe some caramel, maybe. Of course, you're getting a sweet Cavendish in it. There's a pretty good bit of Cavendish makeup in this thing, and looks like some burleys. When you start smoking it, you're getting the nuances of the maybe caramel, certainly some. Oh, there's another word I'm looking for too, but certainly some vanillas. But I'm getting a few hints of espresso too. It's just an awesome blend. He had sent me some before, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've got 2 or 3 ounces there, and I intend to try to order some myself. This is one that I definitely want to keep on hand for sure. But no, we had a wonderful time last night with the governor's very first cigar event, and it's the first one I've ever been to. I don't have anything to compare it by, but I thought this one turned out really well, and so did everybody else. It was put on by Governors and Black Label Trading Company. And I tell you, the actual owners were there last night. This is how close to their customers that they are. They're a hands-on group. It's owned by a man and his wife and another lady, and they're, I'm gonna say, this is me guessing, I'm gonna say mid-30s, no more than 40, 41, 42 at the oldest. And I would put them in their 30s. Very successful. They're very hands-on, very, very customer-oriented. I'm telling you, I've never. They came there to Governors. I was there when they got there. They come on back to the lounge and got right in there with us. They just very, very, very good people. And the man and his wife, they pretty much live out of the country a lot. They're based and they live a little north of Austin in Texas, but he and his wife spend a lot of time out of the country, taking care of. They own some fields out there. I guess in Nicaragua. I'm not sure. I think they roll these cigars in Nepali, but they spend a lot of time checking on the rollers. Their workers. They're taking care of the fields, being sure they're properly done, buying other tobaccos and whatnot, and they then the other lady, Miss Stephanie, she came sit at our table a little bit last night and visited a while, and she stays pretty much in around Austin, and she makes these events. Of course, they've all been making a lot of events. James and his wife, James Brown, as a matter of fact, they were coming in from they flew in from Ohio, and Stephanie picked them up at the airport. She had been somewhere way off. Her car was at Dallas, was at DFW. She flew into DFW, picked her car up, and drove on into Monroe, picked them up. They're on the go, I mean, constantly. But she does their accounting, and I think handles their import, export, shipping, and why she just, and then she's their, I guess, their sales manager. And when you deal with them, when you order from them, someone such as Friday, you're dealing with one of the owners 9 times out of 10, and that is so unique in this day and age to be. But um, they um, I asked Stephanie, I said, well, how did you wind up into the cigar business? Because and I cannot remember James's wife's name, and I hate that. But I said, how did you wind up? And they both smoke cigars, both the ladies smoke certainly their products. And I said, how in the world did you wind up in the cigar business? And she said, well, she was an airline pilot and was just getting really burnt out. James and his wife they had started out in they would do these safaris and things, and then they had a business where and if I understood it correctly, and I may be wrong on this, but they had a business where they were converting Land Rovers and things to safari type vehicles, and they would put on these safari hunts, and they would go out, you know, for a very premium price. It's kind of, they dealt with really upscale and people that had the money to do this. They would take them out on these hunts, and then James was sort of a chef too. This is what I gathered, and they would whatever they killed, whatever they were hunting, they would pitch a tent, big tent, and they would clean this animal, cook it there, make a very fine meal. He would have other ingredients and different dishes, and they would prepare a big meal out there in the safari, and they would put on a big feast, and it was a very highly sought after deal. And he got interested in cigars and got to dealing with some growers, some tobacco growers, and he would hand roll cigars and pass them out to these clients. And they said, look, you have got to mass market these things. You've got to put these out on the market. You've got to, you've got an awesome product there. And he did. Thankfully for all of us, he did. And Stephanie was, they had a partner in, Bob, in with him, another man, and he wanted out. Stephanie had been friends with James and his wife for a long time. She was burnt out, wanted to get out of the flying end of it, and said, "Well, why don't I'll just buy him out?" And she did, and they have proved to be a well-oiled trio, and they're doing a fantastic job. As y'all have heard me say, and I'm going to do a mid-year cigar top five. But as y'all have heard me say, the Lawless of their cigars is my favorite, and these are the ones that I've got on hand. They make the new Morphine. I bought one. It comes in a Lancero and a Corona size, I think. I had the Lancero, and I don't know what they gave us at the event. I smoked one at the lounge at Fridays and a Black Label. I mean, and a Lawless, and then smoked four cigars last night. Smoked another Lawless and another. No, I didn't. I only smoked three. Had one Lawless that I bought, and then they gave me another one. Then I smoked another Morphine at the event, and it's a good one. It's a double wrapped, and I'm not sure if it is a. I need to do a little research before I mention what it. I don't know if it's a Sumatra, and it's double wrapped. The wrapper, which means you're getting huge flavors in this thing, and I liked it. My favorite is still the Lawless. Now the Morphine is going to be on a very limited scale. I don't even know if it'll be in production but 1 year. And there's another one that they do a very limited box amount of every year, and I can't remember which one she said it is. I need to get on their website and look. But these are the ones that I have on hand, and as y'all know, let's see, my favorite is the Lawless. And you can get these at Governor's. He now has a website, and he is on YouTube as Friday Ellis. Y'all get a hold of him. He'll send these out to you. These sticks have a price point between $10 and $15, $16. This one's about $10, and it is an awesome smoke for that. And they don't have many. They don't have many outlets for these. They're very, very, very selective on who they deal with. And after vetting for Governors, if you will, they felt like he met the criteria to handle their fine boutique cigar. But this is the Lawless. This is the one that I like. I like them all. This is their royalty, and I think this is one of the. This is more in the mild to medium, and I may be wrong. I didn't do my full research, but you can click on, if you go to Governor's website. I think there is an icon you can click on and read about them. This is the Last Rites, and I think this is more of a full-bodied. But I'm telling y'all, it's for boutique blend, it's one of the finest I've ever had the privilege and honor to smoke. But y'all check them out, and if you can't link into Fridays into Governors, just pull up Black Label Trading Company. Look at their history, look at their lineup, and well, Miss Emily and my wife are gone to my nephew's birthday party. I think this is his 9th birthday, I think, and they went up to Skate Town where they were having it. I didn't make it. I needed to have went, but I tell you, I was pooped and give out, and so I may take the boat up to the car wash, and it needs to be washed. I need to get on the seats. I keep it under the carport, but it needs to be, got some mildew on the seats and whatnot. We really need to work on that. So, and late this evening, I may take it and fire it up at the lake. It needs to be run a little bit. But anyhow, I'm going to wind this one down. we may catch y'all later tonight. We'll see what's going on. But as always, until we see you next time, y'all take care. Have a good one. As always, God bless you.